we need for camping? A. If it's anything like it was last year, probably going to need some of these. Sleeping bag? This would be well good actually, I could use that. Is that all we need?
Hi, we're from Terra TV and tonight we are at Camp Mass Acre. I've got my rucksack, I've got my sleeping bag, I've got my wellies and I've got my nappies. And I think we're going to need them because tonight we're going camping. But it's not just any old camping, we're going horror camping at Horror Camp Live. One thing that we do know about the creators of Horror Camp Live is that they're going to try and make our stay as uncomfortable as they possibly can. So I'm genuinely petrified, but quite excited as well. So we've got 13 hours of dare games and challenges and indoor and outdoor attractions. It's like the Crystal Maze on acid.
Now, girls and boys, you won't be going into your tents just right away. I need to run through a few rules and regulations with you first. Come. Mind the cow dung.
We've just met Fanny Twitch and I think she's coming over. She's mental.
What do you want?
Happiness!
What do you need?
Happiness!
How do we get it? I don't know.
And may happiness be with you.
There's people coming. So it's the morning after and I am incredibly tired. We hardly got any sleep last night. So much happened. We're first introduced to Miss Fanny Twitch, who is the director of the Institute of Happiness, and it's her aim to keep us all smiling through the night and to ensure the smooth running of the camp through her large book of rules and regulations. She's assisted by the farm owner's wife, sister, she, incester. Obviously, things don't go quite to plan. The camp is hijacked by Lockjaw and his gruesome experiments and the freaks from a travelling carnival. So we are now at Lockjaw's mercy, and in order to get out of the camp alive, we have to complete certain dares, tasks and challenges. The evening is filled with activities and events from voodoo makeovers to rituals. The tension just gradually escalates through the night until the early hours of the morning. And so even when you try and get your head down for the night, it's virtually impossible to sleep. Between challenges, the camp has its comedy moments, brought through the various characters' interaction with each other and the audience. One of the camp favourites was Dybbuk, with her vile tongue. She has no inhibitions, and she loved my hippie hair.
You look like a bloody hippie, you do. Are you an hippie? But I'm in charge. Just for the record, Fanny, if you're listening to this.
We personally think that Horror Camp Live is an evening to remember. It's the closest thing that you can get to being in a horror film. It's like a cross between The Blair Witch Project, The Burning and The Crystal Maze. You're completely immersed in a horror game where no part of you is safe because Lockjaw knows personal things about you, things that you wouldn't even think that he would know. and he isn't afraid to tell anyone.
Horror Camp Live is a 13-hour immersive scare attraction. What we look to do is we look to provide entertainment from the moment people arrive to the moment people leave in the morning, all based on a horror theme. What we try to create is a really rounded experience. We want to absolutely terrify people 1 minute and have them laughing the next, and also keep them immersed in a continuous storyline. That's a really major part of what we look to do here. We feel that you can't get absolute terror continuously for 13 hours because people will get attuned to it. So what we like to do is we like to create a story, make sure that there are points in the evening where they are going to be terrified, where they're going to jump, where they're going to experience psychological horror, where they're not going to know what's going to happen next. But in between that, get them into maybe slightly false senses of security, certainly make them laugh, certainly make them interact with each other. That's a really major part of everything. We want to make sure that people feel a part of it. There's literal participation in an awful lot of the experience. And I think that helps elevate it and keep that excitement going for all the time that they're here on site at Horror Camp Live.
Would we go back next year? Definitely. You can go back next week and still have a different experience. If you completely throw yourself into it, you'll get more out of it. It is an over 18 event, so be prepared for some rough handling, full nudity, strong language, and blindfolds and gags. Horror Camp Live is running on selected dates throughout 2013, so if you'd like any more information about Horror Camp Live or about any other scare attraction in the UK, please visit www.terrorattractions.co.uk or subscribe to our YouTube channel for more updates. I'm going to go to bed now. Bye!